Hi there, and welcome back to another episode of the Millennial Fuck Up. And I am so happy because I'm finally back to my recording room because my light was out, and since I had really high ceilings, since I have high ceilings in my recording room, I'm so happy to be back because I feel like the lighting is so much better than my previous two videos. And today I want to talk about gossip. So, the reason why I'm laughing because I think gossip is so funny. I really think it's funny, and it happened to me today at work, and I just feel like, gosh, people are just so catty, and so immature. I'm very thankful for the path that I was taken into because I feel like the path that I was taken into, it's very much, mature, reading books, and, not talking bad about people, the people that I'm surrounding myself with, especially with entrepreneurship. It's all about, what I mean. So I am a paralegal. For those that do not know, I do paralegal on the side, and I do extremely well in that business. I've been doing it for a while now, and at this particular office, I just feel like the environment that I used to be in was very catty. A lot of the people were very up and down. It was a consistent thing. And the reason why I'm seeing that is because, every single morning, I love to tell everyone good morning. And for some reason, certain people just weren't, what I mean? Some days they would say good morning, some days they weren't, and some days, gosh, you just didn't want to be around those people because you could just tell, they were in a mood and you just did not want to deal with them in their mood. So, and so I really hated that roller coaster, and since I'm also an entrepreneur, I don't get that up and down. It's always a consistency thing of attitude, growing mentally, all that other stuff. So, being bound between two worlds, because truly it is two worlds, it's really crazy. Well, anyways, so today the gossip was that an ex-supervisor of mine, I guess she and some other person who were there for a really long time, these two people, they have been there for many years. And the sad part was that when I did go back to a W-2, these people were like, I didn't do my job, I wasn't doing my job, and all this other stuff, and blah blah blah. They were just complaining about me, and I just think it's so funny how they truly ate their own words. I don't think they realize it or any of that, but to me it is so funny because when I heard what was said about me, I started laughing because in 3 months I got promoted. You know what I mean? I got a significant raise, and you know what I mean? I'm in my own department now. I do my own thing. I'm technically my own boss in that department. And what's it called? And I just think it is so funny how they ate their words. And honestly, I am more than happy that I took the new position and stuff, because I really didn't like that environment. I absolutely wanted to get out of the environment, and I'm very happy where I'm at, and I'm so grateful for it. But gosh, people really eat their words, you know what I mean? And I was like, how funny is that they were saying about that I just don't do my work at the beginning of when I started, when of getting the hang of it, of their culture, their process and everything. and I really ate their words of like, of them saying, gosh, she doesn't do anything or whatever or whatnot. Like, I can't stand her. Like, I don't like her. Well, I'm really happy that I'm in a new department because it just wasn't working out. And I really hated that inconsistency, that roller coaster of emotions. And I'm really happy that I'm not there anymore. But, and then it made me start to think, like, karma really is great. And I'm going to give you guys a couple stories of where karma comes into play in my life or in the past. So I remember when I was a little girl, and I remember being in a bathroom with a whole bunch of people, and I remember some girl, she had a lot of acne, and I can't remember her name, I can't remember her face. Well, I can remember her face, but it's a vague memory, but I can remember that specific moment. And I remember she had a lot of pimples, and I was like, and I remember being young, and I was like, oh my gosh, you have a lot of pimples. And I remember her telling me, like, don't say that about a person again, because I promise you, if you point out that, you're gonna get that too. So when I turned like 15 or something, gosh, my face was so full of acne. And I just remember, like, acne was just everywhere. It was so gross. And I even remember my brother even saying, like, you could do connect 4 with my face, or, like, connect the dots to my face. And I just remember that as a little girl, you know what I mean, that did happen to me in the future. I don't know if it was because, you know what I mean, but it's something that I relate to. I don't know if you believe in that stuff, but I do 100%. I truly believe in karma. And that's one scenario that I can remember. And another memory that I can remember that isn't as funny as that one, but I remember, and I don't remember if I made this person feel bad, but let me just give you a little backstory. So my parents, and in their home, my parents love to welcome family members who need to stay there for 3-6 months, a year. It really doesn't matter, but to get on your feet, just to work, whatever that is. And so my parents are those type of people to welcome anyone into their home, to get them on their feet, etc. So I remember at one time I had a little cousin. Well, he's not little, but he was like a year or two younger than me. And he came to the States to work in the fields, to get some money, and stay here for a while. And I don't remember if I made him feel bad, but I do remember having certain arguments with him because my dad is a gardener, and then at the times of like summer, we really wanted him to help him, and he just wouldn't help him. And I remember one day he went to the mall and he was like, hey, can you pick me up? It's really hot. And I was like, no, you can get yourself a ride. Like, we asked you to help my dad and you just didn't, so I'm not gonna help you. You know what I mean? But that's not the story that I'm trying to relate. The story that I'm trying to relate, I'm not sure if I made him feel bad for eating or something. Like, I really don't remember how I made him feel, but I may have made him feel bad about something, especially I truly believe because of that incident of not helping my dad and me not wanting to pick him up from the mall. But the food thing is something that I relate to, because food to me is very sacred. Food to me is very important, just because, like, I'm pretty sure you guys have seen my being broke video, and talking about that broke video just makes me so emotional. But I remember that the time frame that I was starting to go hungry, or I might have just finished my fasting, or the 2 weeks that I did not eat. So I started getting slowly into eating because I finally started getting income in. But I may have not had enough. I can't remember the time frame of when that happened. But I remember an uncle who owns a bodega in the state that I'm currently in. His son, I remember, gosh, it's going to get me so emotional. I remember that it just passed his birthday. It just passed his birthday. And his birthday is in November. So when I went hungry, it was December, January, around that time. So I remember that his mom let me have the food that we celebrated his birthday. So like it was like hot dogs and chips and stuff like that, etc. And I remember, like having the food because like, I was really hungry and I was like, so thankful. And then what's it called? And I remember he came to my office and he took all of the food. And oh my gosh, I just remember feeling so enraged. Like I was so angry because I was like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna eat? Like I don't have any food. And I am not gonna tell this young kid, you know what I mean? But later on, and I was just so emotional, and I remember crying to my mom, like he took the food, and she was like, why are you so angry about it? And I, of course, didn't want to tell my mom that I was hungry, So, but having that experience, that right there, it made me immediately think of my cousin. And I was like, oh my gosh, did I ever make him feel bad? Like I know the car situation, but I wonder if I ever made him feel bad for, for eating, what I mean? And I feel so bad, and I've told myself that I'm gonna go to Mexico and I'm going to apologize him personally. And that is one goal that I have for this year, is to go to Mexico personally and fly to him so I can apologize in person to him. Gosh, I am so sorry. I did not mean to cry. But, and so, oh my gosh, I really wanted this video to be so funny, but then it ended up being emotional at the end. But, I really feel like karma, you really have to be careful with what you say, with what you do, because it always comes back to bite you. It doesn't matter if it's you directly or your parents or your children or your friends, but you will absolutely see it come right back to you, and it doesn't matter in what way. And so I remember that today, after I found out what those ladies were saying about me at work, I laughed and I smiled because I was like, damn, they really ate their words. And I remember calling my mom and she was like, well, how do you feel? And I was like, Mom, I don't feel bad or anything, because they truly ate their words. And not just that, but I've proved myself 100%. You know what I mean? And so, and I feel bad for them. You know what I mean? Because I know myself, and I know to respect people, and I especially know to respect the people who give you a spoon to eat. You know what I mean? And I truly have to say that 100%. Unfortunately, yeah, they said that. Yes, they ate their word, but I am always going to respect them, but there is always going to be a line. So, gosh, I really feel like now this video feels like it was a roller coaster. Gosh, I'm being a hypocrite maybe, and I am being a hypocrite because I went, upside down. But yes, so thank you everyone for watching this episode and me venting to you guys. But just like I said, I always respect the spoon that always feeds me. I hope you guys get that analogy. But thank you so much for watching my video today. And I bought a tripod and I'm so excited because I finally used it, and no more boxes and chairs to record my videos. So yes, so thank you so much. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.